Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Our matchup tonight taking place in Sacramento, Sleep Train Arena, as we watch the Kings go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Well, Coach Dave Yeager on the bench for the Grizzlies, as always. He's a coach who completely embodies the roster and franchise that he works for. Kenny, what can you say about Yeager's approach and how he handles his team?
He's not a guy that's going to be flapping his arms around. He's very quiet, hard.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to the Spurs.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. They left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
And it's the Kings to start out. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Griffin is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Wall. And it's Bird in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Nowitzki. It's rebounded by John Wall. Feeds to Beal. Elbow shot is on the way. James Worthy comes up with a rebound. Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for them. It's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Now the dish to Beal. Off the pick. Beal can't get that one to fall. Memphis on defense. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Larry Drew gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
Thank you, Doris. Here is Wall, following the score by James Worthy. And Wall kicks to Valanciunas, and he gets it to go.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
The Kings have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Nowitzki outside. Drummond the screen. Richmond outside. Can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, 2 middle-of-the-pack teams. They both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
Clock is at 3. Here's Wall. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Van Exel. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Blake Griffin. First personal foul, teams first.
The Kings shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they only made 70% of their free throws as a team a season ago. Certainly room for improvement.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Screen by Valanciunas. Pass to Beal. Bird outside. Fires it up. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Van Exel against Wall. Nowitzki with the screen on Wall. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Drops one in from the wing. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Kings leading now by 3. Now here's Van Exel. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the shot is good from Nowitzki. Here's Wall. Griffin a screen on Van Exel. It's Wall with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so John Wall nails both of them. Sacramento leading by 3. Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. Drummond the screen. Down low. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Now Van Exel. Bradley Beal missing from long range.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Shoots from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short. Kings have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Wall against Van Exel. Here's Drummond, and that one is stuffed right through.
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Wall with it. Picked by Griffin. Outside, Wall. It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Richmond. The shot's good from Griffin.
Yes, Bradley Beal.
And here is Van Exel. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the pass to Nowitzki. Fades. Beal pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. That's good. Bird's got his first basket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Great showing for him last season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiencies from 3 last year. I mean, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
Mutombo is checked in for Drummond. And Memphis also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Van Exel kicks to Richmond. Mutombo sets a screen. Nowitzki against Griffin. Lets it fly from 18. Off the left rim and out.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now here's Wall, and stolen by Worthy. Van Exel with it. He's picked up by Wall. Van Exel dishes to Richmond. There's the pick. Nowitzki outside. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And here are the Kings now, following the score by Memphis. Richmond against Beal. Richmond no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Griffin attacking. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And some changes here for the Kings. Porter's checked in for Worthy, and it's Payton in for Van Exel. And Memphis also making a switch. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Here is Porter. We saw him with 10 points last game. Mutombo sets a screen. It's Richmond on the wing. Bird covering. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Powell, he's checked in for Richmond. The Grizzlies also making a change. Stevenson's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now Wall. Bird outside. The feed to Allen. Outside Wall. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Embiid, no good.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Powell. No good. Good D by Stevenson. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Wall. He dishes it to Allen. Here's Bird. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Mutombo sets a screen. Powell, the pass to Porter. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Porter's got his first basket of the night.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And Wall kicks to Embiid. Back to Wall. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Nowitzki a screen. Stolen by Bird. Allen outside. Pass to Wall. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bird. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Porter. He feeds it to Mutombo. Here's Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. Outside, Wall. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen. Embiid the screen. And here's Bird for three. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Gary Harris is checked in for John Wall.
Gary Harris.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. And here's Bird for three. They get it back.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Powell dishes to Nowitzki. Payton outside. Mutombo sets a screen. Off the pick. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, they've got Bradley Beal. Griffin is out there with Allen. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Harris in at the point. Valanciunas, good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And Drummond throws it down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Beal. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Valanciunas with a screen on Richmond. And Beal kicks to Griffin. And it's sent back by Mutombo. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Kings. Worthy comes in for Mutombo. And Van Exel subbed in for Powell. Shot clock at 3. Allen left side. Just his first attempt. That one a little long. Kings leading now by 5. Richmond kicks to Porter. Dishes to Worthy. Passes it to Van Exel. That's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And so it's Memphis with it. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Allen passes to Harris. Allen with the screen for Harris. Screened by Valanciunas. There's Beal with the three. And again, Memphis no good. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Van Exel dishes to Porter. Worthy kicks to Richmond. Beal pulls it in.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Picked by Griffin. Shot off the screen. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Ray Allen.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Van Exel kicks to Porter. Richmond against Allen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wall's checked in. The Kings have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Kicks it to Allen. Richmond with the defensive effort.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Wall against Van Exel. Free throw line jump shot, and he hits the jump shot. Van Exel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside. Having a chance here to check out how the Grizzlies ranked in the NBA last season. 6th in fewest turnovers per game. 6th in opponent points per game. And they closed out the season in the top half of the NBA in second chance points, but they were hoping to do better in that area, just didn't quite get it done.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
Wall, count that one.
John Wall.
Wall's got 6 points.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Beal with it, now guarded by Porter. Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. He kicks to Griffin. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Porter. Here's Drummond. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Allen, a screen on Van Exel. Feeds it to Allen. Griffin sets the screen for Beal. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Kings shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Mitch Richmond at the line for 2.
That's good from Richmond. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. Picked by Griffin. Allen kicks to Griffin. The dish to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Sacramento grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The 10-footer. The 10-footer. And it's Drummond missing. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Wall attacking. Wall missing again.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Van Exel against Beal. Here's Van Exel. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And let's take a look now at Blake Griffin's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. All with it. He has 6. Griffin a screen on Van Exel. Pass to Valanciunas. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Worthy. He's got 6. Richmond right side. With the fadeaway. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Wall. Valanciunas dishes to Allen. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Sacramento. Larry Bird's checked in for Memphis. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Bird's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Nowitzki, and that one's good. Nowitzki's got 11 points.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense, and it's right between the paint and the three-point line, and boy, have they been rock solid.
Bird against Nowitzki. Bird, the pass to Valanciunas. Rebound by Van Exel. Kings leading now by 8. Shoots from 8. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Allen kicks to Wall. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams have the most second chance points in the league. Fifth best, the Kings.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Wall. Mutombo is checked in for Sacramento. Payton comes in for Van Exel. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Lance Stevenson comes in for Beal. And so John Wall nails both of them. Kings leading now by 6. And here's Porter. The feet to Nowitzki. And it takes a hard bounce.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Now here's Wall. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Mutombo sets a screen. Porter in the corner. Outside Worthy. Payton outside. Mutombo sets a screen. Payton kicks to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. That is good. Stevenson's got his first points of the game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
To the right side. Porter kicks to Nowitzki. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Defensive foul. First personal foul. Team's turn.
And the Kings making a change here. Powell's checked in. The Kings have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
3-point play.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Embiid with the screen on Payton. Fires from 14. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Payton drives in. It's deflected. Here's Mutombo. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now Wall. He's got 8. He dishes it to Bird. Shot clock at 6. Wall against Payton. Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from John Wall.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
1:53 left to play in the first half. And the basket good. And the Kings lead by 9.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Inside, here's Allen. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Pass to Porter. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Now here's Wall. And Embiid the screen. And Bird, here we go. Tries again. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Payton dishes to Porter. Fires the three. And that one's good. And it's a 12-point Kings lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Now here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. There's a check in for Memphis. And he's good on the second. And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 11. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Wall against Payton. Embiid the screen. Three-pointer, Bird, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 now on the night. Up top, Porter, guarded by Harris. Passes it to Nowitzki. Goes up at the stripe, and the jumper falls for him. Nowitzki's got 16.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Sacramento up 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. We saw Dirk Nowitzki lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
The bulk of their offense, Ernie, Kenny, is coming in the paint. See, it's just as good. It's hard-nosed basketball when you play in the post. Trust me, I know. You wouldn't know nothing about that, Kenny, little man.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The second half just about to get going here.
Nowitzki playing very well. He's got 16 points and 1 assist.
Worthy out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Richmond. And it's Van Exel in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Griffin. Back to Wall. Wall draws the double. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Shot clock at 2. High post shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Sacramento leading by 10. Dishes it to Van Exel. Worthy kicks to Richmond. Fade away. Shot is off, and it's Memphis the other way. Feeds it to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Grizzlies. Nowitzki a screen. Richmond the pass to Nowitzki. Wall against Van Exel. Nowitzki with the screen on Wall. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Kings have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Valanciunas dishes to Griffin. Bird. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bird's got 11 points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Nowitzki a screen. Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Wall passes to Bird. Picked by Griffin. Bird against Richmond. Kicks it to Beal. Here's Wall. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Van Exel kicks to Richmond. Drummond the screen. An open look for Nowitzki. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Looking now at some of the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki. Great showing for him last season. 11th in free throw percentage. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And I think, again, we just got to give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a good clip.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Van Exel against Wall. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Nowitzki. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Wall. 12 points for him. Picked by Griffin. And Bird, here we go. Rejected by Nowitzki. And they're pushing it up. Here's Worthy. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Wall dishes to Beal. Screened by Valanciunas. Griffin goes in to the inside. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Crisp pass into the paint.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. 13 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Now here's Richmond. He's got 5.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
It's Richmond on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Looking to get it going, and it's Richmond finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Wall. The Kings getting the bucket. Picked by Griffin. 5 to shoot. Bird, the pass to Griffin. Comes up empty off the pick.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Richmond. And that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Free throw good. Bird. Here's Van Exel. 6 points for him. Nowitzki outside. They double-team Nowitzki. The drive by Worthy. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now, here's Wall. 12 points for him. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. That one wide left. Sacramento leading by 4. Van Exel with it. Back to Worthy. Stolen by Bird. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Valanciunas. The shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Van Exel with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Van Exel no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 8. Sacramento grabs the miss. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Nowitzki with the screen on Wall. Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Drummond the screen. Here's Van Exel. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. On the wing, Bird. Fires the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Worthy's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's not exactly striping him from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Valanciunas. 13 points in the game. Got a piece of it. Tries to snap the cold streak. Count that 1, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Griffin.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Here's Nowitzki. 22 points for him. Van Exel. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Wall. There's the pick. He kicks to Bird. Lots of room. Again, the miss by Bird.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Wall. He's got 12.
Let's look at the stats for John Wall. Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 9 assists and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for John Wall.
Well, just take a look at what Wall's done tonight. 13 points and 10 assists also. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Embiid, he's checked in for Memphis. Gary Harris comes in for Larry Bird. And so John Wall nails both of them. Kings leading now by 4. Now Porter, 7 points in the game. The dish to Drummond to the right side. Drummond with a screen on Allen. 5 to shoot. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's Powell, guarded by Harris. Powell dishes to Payton. Drummond a screen. Mutombo is screen on Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Powell. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Allen kicks to Wall. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Allen.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here's Embiid. Valanciunas sets a screen for Stevenson. Back to Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. The Kings leading. And now Sacramento on the break. Drummond with a screen on Wall. Porter passes to Mutombo. Can't hit.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Embiid the screen. Wall attacking. No good. That would have tied it.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Drummond. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Sacramento. Now here's Wall. He's got 17. On the wing, Stevenson. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And the Kings shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Drummond a screen. Porter kicks to Drummond. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Wall. Down low. Here's Embiid. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hand. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Porter. The shot is off. Nice D from Wall. And a serious dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Kings trail by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. You've got Joel Embiid. Bradley Beal is out there with Harris. Then it's Bird. And it's Griffin in at the power forward position. Bird left side. Beal with a screen on Worthy. Bird kicks to Harris. Embiid the screen. Beal's shot is good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Van Exel. Up top, Worthy. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bird outside. And Beal kicks to Embiid. Worthy with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Richmond dishes to Van Exel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Check out the game for Van Exel. He's got 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Allen's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis leading. Beal with it. Bird outside. Pass to Allen. And there's the feed to Beal. Allen with the screen for Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bird. And too long on the shot.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. It's Beal on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Van Exel passes to Nowitzki. Back to Van Exel. Pulls up on the wing. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The pass to Bird. He dishes it to Embiid.
Shooting Sacramento. Joel Embiid at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Richmond. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 7 rebounds in the game. At the top of the key, Embiid. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Blake Griffin. He's got 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. The Kings trail by 7. And here is Van Exel. Pass to Worthy. A fader. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bird outside. Allen a screen on Worthy. Passes to Beal. Embiid the screen. Dishes to Bird. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Richmond with the screen on Allen. There's the double team with Allen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Richmond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Bird outside. Feeds to Embiid. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Kings, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both. Here's Van Exel. Kicks it to Worthy. Nowitzki right side. He feeds it to Richmond. Charity stripe shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Richmond's got 6 here in this quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Bird outside. They set the pick. He kicks it to Beal. Allen outside. Picked by Griffin. Here is Bird. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
Well, Larry Bird in this one, he has 17 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
The first free throw is good. Bird hits them both. The Kings trail by 8. Van Exel with it. Now Beal defending. Van Exel dishes to Richmond. Fade away, and the Kings check on 2 more.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the fourth quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Now Beal. Embiid with the screen on Van Exel. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Richmond kicks to Van Exel. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Griffin a screen on Worthy. Picked by Griffin. There's the dish to Embiid. Second shot opportunity, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Joel Embiid, and John Wall subbed in for Ray Allen. Here's Van Exel. The feed to Richmond. Nowitzki right side. Beal against Richmond. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Mitch Richmond in this one, he has 15 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so Richmond nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Now here's Wall. Bird outside. Pass to Griffin. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Griffin's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Nowitzki with the screen on Wall. Here's Van Exel to the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Wall. Picked by Griffin. Beal with it on the wing. Bird. Inside. 6 to shoot. Worthy kicks to Richmond. It's good from about 19 feet. Richmond's got 19 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And here is Beal. There's the pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Beal. Picked by Griffin. Off the screen and finished off by Beal.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down. They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without foul.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Screened by Valanciunas. And Bird, here we go. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Kings trail by 9. Worthy, the pass to Van Exel. And Bird comes to help. Worthy kicks to Nowitzki. Now Now Van Exel. Nowitzki with the screen on Allen. Sacramento again missing. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Griffin. To the paint. Off the pick. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Valanciunas hits them both. The Kings trail by 11. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Nowitzki missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Griffin attacking. And another miss by Memphis. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Van Exel dishes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Picked by Griffin. Wall passes to Bird. 9 feet out. Here's Valanciunas. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Sacramento, Dirk Nowitzki. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Nowitzki. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Van Exel against Wall. Lets it go from 11. Bird can't get that one to fall. The Kings trail by 11. Worthy kicks to Van Exel. There's the pick. Here's Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Memphis.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for John Wall. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
Here's Nowitzki. Wall with some nice D.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin. And Blake, you guys were down at half, but you seemed to come out with more intensity in the second half. Was that the difference in this game?
Yeah, it definitely was. They were shooting unbelievably from the field in the first half. And, I thought we did a good job of locking down defensively in the second half, forcing some turnovers and getting easy buckets.
Blake, thank you. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, John Wall. He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double-double with points and assists. And that was the catalyst for this victory.
There are two type of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would know nothing about that. He shot the ball every time he touched it. Anyway, the guys who keep everyone involved and the guys who could do it all for themselves. He's a great distributor. He's always going to get his assists, but when they need someone to take over, Wall's the guy.
The thing that has to jump out of you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.